Hi, it's Leslie. It's the holiday season. And of course, Sister Wives, that's why we're here. And Sister Wives is the gift that keeps giving. So the wives are dropping like flies, so let's just get right into it. So they had a new approach this time for this tell-all. It's the divide and conquer, Before, when they all could sit there together and just kind of like have a united front and, keep the bullshit going across the whole family. But no more. They're separating them all and everyone is throwing anybody they can under the bus. We love this. First up, Kody. And you know what? The first thing I have to just say, I was happy finally. He dressed up, super tight pants. You could see like the little calf muscles through the things. But anyway, fitted clothes and everything. I was like, oh, thank God they got him out of those flannels. It was flannel after flannel this season. But you know what? This is wonderful. He's all dapper in his little outfit and his suit and everything. You know what? You want to look good because it's not good what he's having to say. And of course, she jumps right in with, she can't really say, how's the family? Because we all know that's in the crapper. But it's like, oh, you have grandkids, how you doing? And all that kind of stuff. He's like, I'm super. Yeah, everything else is falling apart, but he's super. And of course, it's all about Christine, and, everyone's taking their little shot at trying to, like, make themselves look better. And Kody was no different. Christine, temper tantrums, pouting, and she's a game player, always the manipulation and all the things, and he admits he was never attracted to her from the beginning. I'm like, what in the world kind of religion says that's going to work for the long term? I don't even understand it. But he wasn't attracted to her. So it seems like one of the big deals about this reunion was this whole story that Kody had considered rekindling the romance, the relationship with Mary. And he went to all his best friends, his three sister wives, and said, I'm going to rekindle with Mary because she, I guess she laid some Rice Krispie treats upon him, and that weakened his little soul, and thought he was receptive to a reconciliation. I remember the Rice Krispie treats, and I thought this was really cute. Just a little aside, when she showed up, and it was like, she always does Rice Krispie treats, and it was like Thanksgiving. It was all in the cove, and there was all the drama, and people weren't there or whatever, and she did Rice Krispie treats as a turkey, which I thought was very cute, little. But I guess that little Rice Krispie treat thing softened Kody's heart for a minute, and then it didn't even make sense to me because it was all one day, yet he says he approached all his three other best friends and why you go to them and said, oh, I'm thinking of reconciling with Mary, and everyone, I guess, whatever, but Christine had a big problem with that. But how is that possible? Because Christine said that day with the Rice Krispie treats, they were together that night, and he said he wanted nothing to do with her. So how did he have time to go to Christine and say, I'm thinking of reconciling? It all made no sense. I'm calling a big bullshit on the Rice Krispie reconciliation drama. No. And it's funny, like Kody, who's this patriarchal, runs the show and all this kind of stuff, suddenly he has an idea, and Christine not liking it is enough to dissuade him from even going through with attempting to do it. It all just made no sense at all to me. I'm calling a big old bullshit on that one. Of course, Mary knew nothing about this. No shock there. And it's just so crazy that Christine, just her leaving the family has caused the destruction of the whole family. Mary being basically a non-participant and doing nothing, that didn't destroy the family. But for some reason, Christine, I'm convinced your power in the family is in direct correlation to how many kids you brought to the family. That's just my 2 cents. That's what I think. I have to just say, though, if you are getting a divorce, when you come back to the reunion, you want to look good. And I say Christine looked great. Leather pants, well, maybe it's the fake leather, whatever, but she looked beautiful. And I'm like, that's how you show up. You hit the road and then you come back all glammed up, showing that, post-divorce, my life is working pretty good for me here. Christine has it all summed up when she said about Kody, stop fighting for something that just your ego is attached to. And that is it, because he's not attached to anything other than Robin here. So we watch Robin just snivel her way through this episode also. She's devastated because Christine has basically robbed her of her dream of growing old and having that sister-wife relationship with these other women, with their grandkids, And it made no sense to me because I'm like, if you don't have that now, like, that's why you have girlfriends, people. Like, you don't have to have the same baby daddy to have good girlfriends and hang out when you're older and all that kind of stuff. That's what you do. I don't know. But why Robin is so devastated by this, it makes no sense to me. She is obviously more upset than anybody. She has taken this split the worst of them all, even Kody, you know. I have to hand it to this Suki, you know, always trying to like poke and prod and get people riled up and create more drama. We have enough drama. She doesn't need to do that. But here she was again at it.
Why does Christine not want to have a relationship with you? I just don't understand it.
I don't know.
Does she feel like you in some way has sabotaged her relationship?
So, Robin, you think she thinks that you sabotaged her relationship? Huh? Objection, objection, leading the witness. But there could be some truth to that, I would say. So Robin wants to sit with her sister. Why can't you sit with Mary? I mean, I don't know if her daughter will have kids or whatever like that, but there's enough kids to go around. Sit with her when you're old. I mean, why Christine? You don't even get along with her. Oh, and Kody, you know, he's so unappealing. He just... Ugh. But this was just like rare Kody when he was explaining how, you know, he went to these women when they were young and impressionable and they were all like, he's like, you need to run your will into mine. And basically, I'm the boss, you comply and follow my lead and you do as I say type of thing. And they were all like, oh, pick me, pick me. Ew.
Christine has to be in the family. Janelle has to be in the family. And basically I said, if you want to be in the family, then you have to understand, I need you to run your will to mine. Are you okay with that? Because I'm going to be the head of the family. I've got 2 wives. I have to take care of. I have a very big picture. Will you understand that? Will you help me with it? And they're like, yeah, me, pick me.
And Kody feels, I think that's what's gone wrong, is he's let these women actually have a mind of their own and, you know, have thoughts and things. And of course that doesn't work. I mean, that was the problem. He let them, patriarchy. He needed to like, rule with an iron fist, and they needed to fall in line, and when they stopped falling in line, it all fell apart. But this was the craziest thing. So here's Christine. She's like off on her way, living her best life, hopefully, and they're saying that this whole little union, this little polygamous union, it goes into the afterlife. So she is saddled with this family after she dies, unless she sleeps with someone before she dies to make sure to then it's split or whatever. I'm like, if that was not a motivator to just get right on those dating apps, you know, swipe left, swipe right, whatever you got to swipe, you know, get something happening and at least get something in before you die. If she doesn't sleep with someone, she's up there in her afterlife hooked up with these people. This makes no sense to me. But you know what? Get out there, Christine. Go get it done. And you know what? And I guess Janelle will be joining you because she's hitting the road too. They're dropping like flies. I can't even believe that. What about the land and the house and all those lots? What are they going to do? Now they have all the... Anyway, that'll be a next week's thing. But anyway, this was crazy. This was crazy to me this week. But it seems like, you know, Kody's with the loyalty. And it seemed the buzzword this week, which another word that I didn't really understand, is not feeling safe with someone. I guess that's another way of saying, I just don't like you. I don't want to hang out with you. I.e., I don't feel safe with you. But it must be another Midwest thing, you know, to not feel safe. But, whatever. Everyone doesn't feel safe with everyone. Okay. But anyway, this was my recap. The last little episode of the year, and I'm so excited because so many of my shows are coming back next year that I'm looking forward to watching and covering. But anyway, if you like my recap, please subscribe and help my little channel and comment if you have anything to say about this nonsense, and or just hit the like button because that's cool too. And I will see you next year. Woohoo! Anyway, happy holidays everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye.